So I've reviewed every single Amazon product for the last 5 years. So let me share with you which of the Amazon products are going to be worth your money and which you should be looking for and at what price you should be checking it out at. Because not only have I reviewed them all, I've also explained to people on a daily basis the best time and when to buy a Amazon branded product like an Echo Show, an Echo Fire tablet, or an Echo Dot. So let's go and let's see. One thing I know is Amazon products. So here is my box. This has every single Fire tablet, Echo Show, as well as Echo Dot inside. So there's a multiple items of things that go on sale historically on Amazon. And the ones that we want to focus on today are going to be on our Fire tablets you see right here. We're also going to talk about the Echo Dots that you see right here. And we're going to talk about things like the Echo Shows. So all three of them are Amazon devices that are really meant to improve your lifestyle because Amazon is giving you something that is a little bit more, I guess the right word is a little bit more value driven. We have this, which is going to be the Amazon Echo Show 5 Kids. But I have the Amazon Echo Show 5 right here. They are basically identical outside of the screen cover here being made out of this kind of galaxy pattern. There's other patterns here. While on your normal Echo Show 5, which came out in 2023, it's going to have a more simple background pattern. But for the kids edition, this is also to be coming with a kids profile. You get a kids Amazon subscription. Do you know that this can now interact with your child? It can help teach them. It can tell them bedtime stories. It can read to them. This can read to your kids. Something like this will come with a worry-free guarantee. So if you're ever getting and trying to figure out, should I get the kids edition? Just remember, the hardware is going to be the same. The software can be interchanged, but you will not get that same warranty and you will not get the Amazon Kids subscription if you don't get the Kids Echo Show 5. So that's what the Echo Show 5 represents. We have done a very, very comprehensive side-by-side comparison. You can check it out. Now let me talk about the dots. The dot has a pretty wide-ranging history here because if you look at the dot, you're like, what is the difference? This is a previous generation dot. It has that 1.75-inch omnidirectional speaker. This is the current generation dot. It doesn't have that 3.5 millimeter port, but this also has that 1.75-inch dynamic driving speaker. What is the difference? The new ones will have a better sound profile. The new ones will have the ability that if you want to just turn off the alarm, you just have to touch it. Just have to touch it. You don't have to press any buttons. And the new ones will have motion detection so they can be better suited for your lifestyle, because if you have something like sensors or you have something that's going to be able to be turned off because it's a smart home device, if you leave the room, it's going to know that and the Alexa can automatically turn off the device for you. So there's a lot of functionality here that you weren't getting before. But what is special about the kids? It is still that you get the Amazon Kids subscription and you get the better warranty. So which one do I recommend if you're getting a dot? I think all the dots are probably one of the best products, period, on Amazon, period. Why? Because it's not by accident I have them all. It is that they are actually very, very well engineered and made. So if I'm looking for solid sound, solid Bluetooth speaker here that has a clock, or I don't want a clock and I just want one without a clock, whichever option I'm going for, you can't find something better at this price point. We're going to take it one step further for you guys. Remember, we have this big box. I want to share with you another item from Amazon that is going to be none other than these, which are the Amazon Fire Kids editions. And if you want to know how I know my Amazon Fire Kids, just know that I have reviewed every single Amazon tablet. Here are your Fire HD tablets. Here are both of them. Here's our regular tablets that are going to be the non-kids edition, and here are kids tablets. Kids tablets have the cases. Kids tablet comes with Amazon Kids subscription. That subscription alone, people, is worth the money. Why? Because if you were to get the Amazon subscription yourself, that's $5 a month. You also have that Amazon. Well, you know what? This is a good example of just letting you see. This is the Amazon Fire Kids parent dashboard. So you have your activity reporting. You have your web settings, your communication, in-app purchasing, store purchases. You can manage your music. You can decide what your kids get to see or what they don't get to see. That is the Amazon Fire Kids. So you get a lot of different books. You don't get just like regular books. You are getting Brown Bear, what do you see? You get Thomas books. You get train books. You get Peppa Pig. This is their dashboard. So you can see all the books you have. You can sort them between app and games for you, video, educational. And a lot of this content, it's not free, it's expensive stuff, guys. You have a lot of stuff that you didn't think you have. You have Elmo, you have all these books that you have to go to the library, and we're talking about 20 to 30,000. Now, let me just share with you one thing, because everyone asks me, okay, I'm not so interested in the games, but I am interested in the movies and the TV shows. Okay, so we just go to videos. If you guys look at the video section, you got Paw Patrol there. Let me get it. You got Paw Patrol there. You got Peppa Pig there. You have shows like Blippi. You have Insectables, Morphe Classics. You have Ryan World Specials. You have sci-fi shows. You have Early Learning. You have PBS Kids. PBS Kids is a really big deal, guys, because if you want access to PBS Kids, you generally have to pay for it. And look, I got Daniel Tiger there, and that's free. That's free. I got Dinosaur Train. I even got I got movies. Look at the movies you get. Look at the movies you get. You get Clifford's Really Big Movie. You get American Girl, Transformer Prime. You get Little Nemo. So you can see, you can read a book with them just like you would do in Storytime. The latency is much improved on the 8 versus the 7 screen. The case is very durable. We dropped ours repeatedly, and if you want to clean the case, you could just pull it out of the actual, you could pull out the tablet outside of the case. It is not a permanent case. You have the option to clean it up. And if I want to change the profile, and this is something that a lot of people don't know, I'm going to change the profile to the adult. So here it's switching to the adult. If the child wants to download anything, they have to ask for your permission. This is content that will keep your kid busy and engaged without you having to do anything. That they can learn educational, but also it comes with the entire package. And just that content subscription alone means that these tablets are going to cost you just about $30 to $40. Because if you just take out the Amazon Kids, it is basically just a Amazon 8. Right? This is just a Fire HD8 tablet. But because you have the kids, it makes it $30 to $40 cheaper, which means this is one of the best values in terms of kids devices. And that is why it's universally loved. Because not only can I keep my kid engaged, but I can beat this thing up and it is rock solid, right? Rock solid. I mean, I treat these things terribly, right? You could beat it up. You could take it to the restaurant, you get it wet, you're not gonna freak out. Because guess what? You bought this for $60, $70. You bought the 7 here for $50, $60. So everything is a win because you're not spending $300 on an iPad or $200 on maybe like a Samsung S8. Just saying, that's why Amazon tablets make so much sense for people, because of the value. Everyone also has questions on the 10s, right? This is the Fire HD 10. This is the Fire HD Kids 10 Kids, and this is the Fire HD 11. The 11 will come with the aluminum back, right? It'll come with the more aluminum back. It's also going to be pretty much the same size as the 10. It's not that it's so much bigger, not really much bigger, but the bezels will be slightly smaller. But the display on the 11 will be superior to the 10. That makes a lot of sense because the 11 is more expensive, the build quality is higher, the processor is faster, the camera is better, but the difference comes down to price. I use the 11 personally as my daily tablet. I have my keyboard here, you just plug it in. That makes my easy to go. I got the cover. I don't necessarily always use the cover, but this is going to be my 11, a very, very highly functional, affordable business productivity tablet. Now, I know it doesn't come with Google Play, but you can always sideload that. I do have Microsoft Word on mine, so this is something that I can use and write with. What is the difference between the 11 and the 10? Well, the 10 is going to be coming with more plastic. The camera is not going to be as good. Battery life here is still sensational, and you're getting probably one of the best value plays in terms of all of the tablet land. What other tablet can you do as much on the 10 that's under $100? There just isn't any. So in terms of pure value, the 10 is really basically one of the best pure value play tablets you can get. It also backed by Amazon, so it comes with a very good warranty, considering that if you get a 7 or an 8 from Amazon, they're coming with a 3, maybe 6-month warranty. Here, you're getting a year. Third, you get better speakers. 4, you get better video. 5, it's gonna be less expensive. Another interesting tip that you might want to know is that on the kids editions, if you're trying to decide between a pro and a non-pro model, there's not a big difference here. It just comes down to the case. I have both. I would say that the non-pro edition Fire HD7 cases are going to be more bulletproof than the pro editions, but I've dropped the pro edition from a car and it is still intact. I've dropped the non-pro edition out of a car and it's still intact. It really comes down to where the screen gets impacted. You just have more drop protection with the non-pro edition. Just remember, the Amazon Kids tablets are identical to their non-kids editions. They just have a separate profile. A profile that you can add to your regular Fire tablet. It just won't come with that worry-free guarantee, and it won't come with this free subscription. If you're wondering which one of the non-kids editions do I recommend, I still think that Fire HD 10 tablet, especially if you're getting it close to $90, is still going to have the best value. Why? Because it has the largest screen, it has the best battery life because it has a bigger battery than its competition, as well as the Fire HD 8 and 7, and it's going to be more functional. But if you're using your tablet just to watch movies and you want something a little bit more portable, I would actually go with the Fire HD 8 Plus that you see here. The Plus gives you same amount of RAM you get on the 10, except that it's going to have a smaller package and you could dock it for wireless charging. So these are my two favorites. And if you're wondering which one do I use the Fire HD 11. It has the best build construction here. It has the best overall screen and battery life. You can use it with the pencil. I don't normally use mine with the pencil, but because you can combine it with the keyboard, I do find I get the most functionality with the 11. With that said, none of these are coming with great cameras, and for video calling, you might find that except for the 11, most of their cameras are going to be adequate, not very good, especially compared to something like an iPad. But if that's not something you really care about, you're getting basically a half-off tablet subsidized by Amazon. Just sideload the Play Store, and then you're getting a great value as an Android tablet you can use on the daily. Just remember, if you're going for the snappier performance, the 7 and the 8 will not be that snappy. The 7 will have the longest lag time if you're trying to execute a command like open an app, and the 8 is not going to be that slow, but it's still going to be slower than like the 10, the 11, or definitely an iPad or an iPhone. And if you want the best warranties, you got to go with the kids because traditionally Fires do not come with very long warranties. Outside of the 10, they all come with somewhere between 3 to 6 months at the time of this video. So I hope that was helpful for you to decide which Amazon device to get. So I hope that was helpful which Amazon Echo Show, Dot, or Fire tablet to get this upcoming Prime Day or for Black Friday. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and please hit that like or subscribe button. It really does help support our channel. And I'll catch you next time. This day with the French Glow signing off. Bye, bye, bye.